Hello and welcome to Define Roots. My name is Tian, and today I'd like to share a brief story or a glimpse of a journey that took place over 13 years. And that is the story of the partner and I, how we began and how it ended. And the ending kind of sounds like jumping off a cliff, but rather it is more so jumping off a cliff and spreading your wings to fly. So the entire journey was essentially crawling and becoming the person who made it to the top of that cliff and being able to hold each other's hand all the way up to the cliff. And then to realize what kind of bird we both are, and then jump off the cliff, spread our wings, and fly our own path. She's an eagle that soars higher in the sky, and I'm a bird who flies. So we both are different kinds of birds, but we're both flying to different places in the world. And essentially that's what it became. It is that. 13 years of growth, of falling, walking, going through rough times, but supporting each other, getting back up, learning about each other, learning about the traits of one another, embracing it, becoming it, utilizing and becoming what was beneficial, and disregarding the things that weren't beneficial. And through all of that, it shapes and molds the bird into who it is, and realizing what it is. And essentially, towards the end of that, of reaching the peak, you could say, or reaching that mountain or the cliff, it's such a poetic ending. But it's so beautiful because now it's like we both fly to our own destinations and do our own things, you could say. And it was the help of one another, because I became who I am today because of her. And when I first met her, I was like this broken bird, you know? I had a lot of issues, family, generational trauma, and problems, you could say. And what I mean is like emotional intelligence that was like zero. I didn't know what emotions were, even. I just suppressed it. I didn't know how to express it. But towards the end of that journey, as of today, it's a whole different story. And that is because of her. And to be able to stand on top of that cliff and to hold each other softly and realize that what we have to do is what we have to do. And to understand that, it's so beautiful. And to come to mutual understanding and knowing that, thank you for everything. Love kind of defines that, is that the freedom to be who you are and continue to evolve and become who you are. And to be that to the best of its capabilities. And not about tying one foot to another and You have to fly with me, you know? And then she would want to fly higher in the skies like an eagle. But here I am, flying from tree to tree, you could say. And but she wants to reach at higher heights. But I'm just flying to a tree, singing a song, flying to another, living a life of solitude and peace. Whereas she influence a lot of people and help a lot of people. Just for a metaphorical sake, not metaphorical, but just for the sake of a metaphor. The separation is kind of in that category, you could say, but that's so beautiful. Because when you walk with a person for 13 years, like climbing up that mountain, going through challenges and going through the weather, life, the ups and the downs, the hardships, the joy, the families, the gatherings, the unions, everything that life has to offer. And you share every moment with each other. And the lines kind of become blurred because it's like a part of me is this person because I learned so much from this person. But deep, deep, deep down, we both are still an individual person. I'm that bird and she's that eagle by the end of the day. It doesn't matter how much the lines get blurred. The fact of it all is that we are both individual birds. And we have individual missions and purpose in life. And it's different. I think that sums it up. What a journey. It's so poetic. I mean, no one saw this coming. But life works in such ways that when timing is right, when the time is right, things will depart. Kind of like in the spring, when the time comes, it will bloom. And winter comes, or when fall comes, it will fall. Leaves will fall. Flowers, roses, grass, living things will begin to depart. And in winter, it will hibernate, restore, retreat. And when summer comes again, it will bloom, or spring, it will bloom, and summer will be there. So the timing of everything. It's so poetic. It's life. The epitome of life in a relationship. But so, let's end it here. To my love, thank you for everything. And I think that, um, words cannot essentially describe the gratefulness of everything. But just know that I've broken all and more of generational curses and generational worth of trauma because of you. The rise of the black sheep The chicken who flew, the rooster who soars the sky is essentially what this is. That is the title. The rooster who flew. And okay, I think it's thank you for listening, and I think it's I hope, I really wish that a lot of relationship could end this way, because I've seen relationship end, and usually it doesn't end in such way, but if relationship could end in such poetic ways, life would be so beautiful. And I'm grateful that mine at least could end this way and begin a new way. And so, yeah, let's, before dragging out even further, if you made it to this point in the podcast, I'd like to thank you. And I hope also, and I wish that your relationship and ending breeds new beginnings like it should. Just because of this ending does not mean that it is the end of it all. Just know that there are things ahead. There are things ahead, and there are beginnings that's awaiting ahead of the path. So, with that being said, thank you, and until next time. Bye bye.